Hi everyone, so I'm back home in Louisville, Kentucky, and I had a great week in Fairfax, Virginia at OKA training, going through emotional intelligence training. So I wanted to share something. So after I got back, I've been having some conversations with friends about what I learned, and I want to talk about one key element in emotional intelligence, which is OKA printed these handy little cards that I like, but it's around self-regard. And you can see it says self-regard is your ability to and tendency, both in the light of both your positive and negative qualities, that you like and have confidence in yourself. And it just got me thinking and talking with one of my friends about confidence and how sometimes I struggle with that confidence or sometimes she does. And we got into a great conversation, but something I want to share with you, which was, I asked her, what is it going to take for you to show up with more confidence? And what would that look like? And one of the comments that was said was, I would show up with more confidence. I think that I need to go get more knowledge in my career field and do all these other things. And so it made me have an aha moment that I wanted to share with you, and it was, but at what point is gaining more knowledge, though important, at what point is it enough? At what point do you say, okay, I have enough knowledge and now I'm going to show up with confidence? Because when we use the knowledge and everything else from these external things to validate who we are, it will never be enough. And it was a really good wake-up call for her, I believe, through our conversation to say, wow, I had never thought about it that way. So many times we just don't honor and acknowledge the skills that we already have today that we could show up with confidence for. So what we do is we try to go out and we stay busy being busy. We go to certification programs, we go through training. And though those things are good, they shouldn't have to be done to build your self-esteem. Can you have confidence and awareness with what you already have and honor that it's enough? And when you do, all those other things just make it even better. You know, I have a coaching friend who I really admire, and she said that voice that always talks negative, you know we all have that voice, right? So you have one, I have one. She calls hers Rufus, and she's like, you know, Rufus sometimes crawls up on her shoulder and starts saying stuff to her. And so sometimes when we don't feel good enough, sometimes we don't have high, self-regard for ourselves, it's that Rufus or that person talking on your shoulder. And we got to get to a point where we can just, first of all, acknowledge that voice is there, and then say, not today, Rufus, not today. That once you can acknowledge it, we can change it. And so I just hope that gives you something to think about. What if someone asked you, what would it take for you to show up with even more confidence? What would you say? But then to analyze your response and say, but am I using those things to try to validate who I am? And will that ever be enough? And when you can sit in the fact that you're good enough the way that you are, that you have skills, knowledge, and stories that no one can share but you. No one can share it the way that you can share it. And can you have confidence in that? And then, we talked about in this workshop about, Amy Cuddy says, fake it till you become it. Sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes it takes great people in your life believing in you when you don't believe in yourself. That helps you build that self-esteem as well. So my hope for you today is also that you'll start thinking about, where do you fall on this continuum of self-regard and confidence in yourself? I'm getting ready to actually leave here in a minute and go to Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kentucky. And we're going to be talking about how do you make a mark that's remembered on people. And part of that is you got to have a vision and a purpose for your life. Because when we don't have a vision and a purpose, we lack confidence in ourselves and we always feel stuck or we always feel broken because we don't know what we're trying to drive to. So, if you want to, in my perception, if you want to have high self-regard, you got to act like it. That's part of it. You got to have a vision and a purpose for yourself, and you got to start honoring what's already inside of you. And quit trying to think that by getting all these other things, that all of a sudden one day you'll just wake up and have more self-esteem and more self-confidence, because you won't, because it'll never be enough, because you don't already believe what you have now is good enough. All right? You are good enough. If no one tells you today they believe in you, I hope you know that I believe in you. You're capable of amazing things with everything that you already have. You can make a mark on people with everything that you have already. You don't need all these other things. All those other things are just great extras to have as well. So, hope it gives you something to think about. If this video resonates with you, I hope you'll share it on your Facebook page or Twitter, or leave a comment in the section below so I can respond back to you. All right? If no one tells you they believe in you, I believe in you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.